All right, so just a little end of day update. This is after bit of a weekend, kind of trying to get it done. And as you can see, I'm definitely not done, but it certainly looks a lot more like a CNC machine than when I started. So that's very exciting. I finished the X rail is installed and ready to go, and the Z rail is ready to go as well. I did have a couple challenges, and that was mostly just me reading the instructions wrong again. And I put this plate on backwards. So I went to put the X-Rail plate on and noticed that I had a little bit of a boo-boo. So I did have to take all those screws out and remount that and just reset up those blocks to make sure they were level and even. And then when I mounted the Z-rail plate, I just used a couple clamps, top and bottom, on either side to hold it square, and then put the four M5 screws in. So that wasn't too bad. Overall, I'm really happy with how it looks. Obviously, like I said, it's a little ways from being a functional CNC, but I did get the drag chains put on. The kit I have is the 10 or 1000 by 1000 or 1010, and it did come with three lengths of cable chain. So two shorter lengths, sorry, all three lengths are the same size, but they are a little bit short for this build. So they give you a third chunk of chain so that you can add links into this one. So I'll have to figure out how many links I need in each chain and add those. But they are very beefy cable chains, and I'm trying to figure out how to open them up. I'll probably have to watch a video or two because I can't quite figure out how to separate them. I got the ends pulled off and flipped around so that I could get them mounted. But but yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to separate the actual links themselves to add on. So I'll get that figured out. I'll get those added, and we'll keep moving along. Next will be some wiring, and I do have my spindle over here. So this is the spindle I had on my MPCNC. So I'll be reusing it. It's an 800-watt water-cooled spindle. Um, Compared to a router, I really quite enjoy it. Quite a bit quieter, even when cutting. I know lots of people say that it's no louder once it starts cutting, but I would beg to differ. I do find it much more enjoyable. I don't know if it's just the whine of the router or whatnot, but a lot more enjoyable to listen to. So I'm excited to get that set back up. Yeah, overall, I've got the motors, the couplers for the motors are all still disconnected, and that's basically just the little grub screw on that part of the coupler is just disconnected for now. That allows me to push the gantries around and move things around, and then I still need to confirm square on everything is kind of the next bit, is just make sure everything's kind of square, and and then I can start on some wiring. So I do have the wiring harness that came with the kit, so I've got that, and then I've also got the X Pro V5 to set up as well. So those will be some of the things to come as far as getting it all set up. I think that's all I have for right now. Awesome. Thanks, guys.